In Greystone, Milo Harker was proud of one thing. He was fast. Fast handshakes, fast deals, fast money. He ran a small shipping business, 2 wagons, 1 riverboat, a rented dockside warehouse. Not big, but growing. And growth made him careless. One afternoon, a well-dressed broker stopped him outside the guild hall. "You're expanding," he said. "I can make it faster." He offered a contract for a new route. High volume, steady demand, guaranteed payments. Milo's eyes locked on one line: advance payment. That was the hook. Because advance money feels like proof. "Signed today?" The broker smiled. "And the first advance arrives by morning." Milo asked the only question he thought mattered. "What's the catch?" "Standard terms," the broker said. "Everyone signs." Milo didn't read the contract. He skimmed the first page, nodded at the numbers, and let the broker's confidence fill in the blanks. He signed. That night, he celebrated, paid workers early, rented more space, ordered extra crates. He felt upgraded. The next morning, the advance arrived. And then reality arrived. A week later, the first shipment was due. Milo delivered, barely late, after a wagon wheel snapped. The penalty hit instantly, bigger than his profit. Milo flipped through the contract and found the buried teeth. Liability for any delay, regardless of cause. Automatic penalties with interest. And a clause allowing the other side to change delivery windows with reasonable notice. Reasonable meant hours. By week 2, Milo wasn't running a business. He was chasing moving deadlines. He called the broker. No answer. He went to the guild hall. No one knew the man. Then the worst clause appeared. They could assign his debt, sell it to collectors. And collectors don't negotiate. They collect. Wages went late. Workers quit. Suppliers demanded cash. Credit vanished. The city began whispering the sentence that kills a man's future. Milo can't pay. So Milo borrowed to stabilize. But the penalties grew faster than his earnings. Because predatory contracts don't want your success. They want your dependence. By the 3rd month, Milo lived inside a calendar of fear. Every morning started the same. What changed overnight? A new deadline. A new notice. A new fee. He learned the contract didn't measure reality. It measured their power. One day, he hit the deadline perfectly, still got fined. Because arrival meant when their clerk recorded it after inspection, not when Milo reached the gate. Time itself belonged to them. Milo begged to renegotiate, offered smaller volume, extra pay, anything. The answer stayed polite. No, because this wasn't a partnership. It was a machine. And Milo was fuel. Then collectors arrived with legal papers, accounts frozen, a wagon seized, his riverboat tagged with an official mark. Milo stood on the dock, staring at his boat like it was already gone. And then came the final step. A new broker appeared with a calm offer. "We can buy your remaining assets and settle your debt." Not rescue. Own. That's the trap's endgame. Create debt. Create panic. Buy the wreckage cheap. Milo didn't shout. He signed again. This time because he had no leverage left. He walked out with a small bag and one bitter lesson. He had been robbed without violence. Not by a blade, by a paragraph. That's why this story matters. The most dangerous moment isn't the day you lose money. It's the day you feel rushed. Because a contract doesn't need your trust. It only needs your signature.